So hopefully you've seen the title of today's mindset call. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. It's your winning season. How many of you have received that right now? It's your winning season. But one of the things I know that when you're going into a winning season, there's some things that normally have to happen before the winning season. There's some things that happen during the winning season. And there's things that happen after that season goes into another season. All right. So we've got to be prepared for the winning season. Anybody on here prepared for their winning season? Anybody praying for something right now? Anybody wanting a shift in a certain area of their life? Maybe it's relationship, maybe it's finance, maybe it's purpose, maybe it is in something that you've been working on. Come on now, come talk with me. Let's talk together around expecting that winning season. Maybe you're waiting for a win in an area in your life right now where winning is the only answer. I want to come on here to tell you that there's going to be some people over the next few days, the next few weeks, even a month, 4 weeks from now, that is going to get a big win. I don't know who needs to hear it this evening, this afternoon, wherever you're tuned in from, but it's time to get ready for your big win. Get ready for that win. The winning season is coming. There's been a time where maybe, it's been dragging on. You've been praying, you've been waiting. It's been a while, but now the winning season is happening. But here's the thing that I come to tell you, right? Here's the thing that I come to tell you. And if you're part of my VIPs, you would have had the full download of this, a full 2 hours worth of download on this. And we don't have 2 hours today, but I want to give you a snippet, right? I want to give you a snippet when it comes to your winning season. There are 2 things that need to happen. There are some things that you have to put before you and some things you have to put behind you. What do you mean, Nikki? Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to believe. Believe. That word, believe. Believe, right? Do you believe that your winning season is coming? Do you believe for the outcome in which you say you are hoping for? Do you really believe? Do you believe, ladies and gentlemen? Because some of us say we believe, but we don't behave as if we believe. Do you know when you believe something, you act a little bit different? Oh, some of you ain't getting what I'm saying. Let me give you an example. If I told you, let's say your goal was financial. If I told you right now that there was a money tree in my backyard, and I said to you, come to my house, and all you need to do is bring a bag, and as much as you can take, you can have. I'm telling you, you can have whatever it is that you want out of that money tree. All you have to do is show up with your bag and you can collect the money. Someone say collect the money, right? I just want you to understand it. Now, here's what's going to happen. Some of you will not even believe that there is such a thing, and you're going to just be like, okay, Nikki, you laugh it off. You won't take what? Action. Some of you will be like, I'm not too sure. Others will be like, okay, boom. I'm coming, Nikki, and you'll get in the car and realize you don't know where I live. So you're driving to nowhere. Some of you are going to say, actually, Nikki, I believe you, but guess what I still need? I still need your address. I still need to know where I'm going. I still need to know the direction in which I'm going. I have to take action. I can't just jump in my car and go nowhere. I've got to position myself to where it is that you're telling me that breakthrough is. I need to go and collect that money. Nikki, give me the address. Give me the address, Nikki. Now, some of you will get the address. You will drive outside and you will notice that the door is locked. And you will say, you know what? Nikki's not home and there's no one to let me in. So I'm going to go back home. I guess the money tree never happened. And then there will be some people that will wait on the drive until they're let in. And they go into that backyard and they start to collect the money. Now, belief, ladies and gentlemen, is something that only you yourself, you see, you can lie to others, you can tell others you believe, you can pretend to family, you can pretend to other people, but you can't lie to yourself in the sense where you know deep down how much you believe you're worth. You know deep down how much you believe you're going to achieve. You know deep down what your belief system is. So here's the thing that we have to do. We have to increase our belief system if we want to get to the results that we want. How do I increase my belief system, Nikki? Well, the first thing you have to decide is what is going to be behind me when it comes to who I was. Because in order for me to become who I'm becoming, I have to put behind me who I was. Who was I before? Who was I before? Was I self-doubting? Was I doing negative self-talk? Was I always checking my bank account, seeing there's not enough money there? Was I always arguing with the baby father? Was I always late? Was I always starting things and stopping and quitting? Was I always doing more talking than action? What do I have to put behind me when it comes to who I am becoming? Listen, you cannot be becoming and was at the same time. You have to choose. Do you live in the past or do you live in the future? You have to choose who it is that you are going to become when your winning season is underway. Who am I becoming? In fact, the winning season sometimes will not even come until you become who it is you need to be in order to have that winning season. You see, I am unapologetic about the words that I read in a book that I read that tells me that in order for a winning season to happen, a gentleman called Abraham had to leave his old ways behind. He had to leave his old location. He had to leave his old environment, and he had to go into a new environment in order for him to get his winning season. In order for him to be the father of many nations. What do you need to leave behind when it comes to who you are becoming? Some of the old ways. You know, one of the things I heard my grandma say to me, and we you know, me and my grandma, we talk so much, and she comes out with some of these olden day sayings. And there's some things I'm like, you know what? I need to write these down because I don't want these to disappear. I want to keep these. I want to hold on to these. And there are some things with my grandma, I'm like, we want to leave that behind. The generational curses of divorce, the general curses of not having enough money, the generational curses of, you know, mom not talking to daughter, the generational curses. There's some things that I'm like, yo, we need to leave that behind to be able to get to that next level. How many of you saw your parents with no money? That may not be your story, let me just say, because a bunch of you were born into riches with silver spoons and gold spoons. But some of us on this call have seen lack for so many generations. We've not seen anything else. And so to become a person that believes that I can earn 100,000 a month, to become a person that believes that I can be financially free and not live from hand to mouth, to become a person that believes that I can understand financial literacy and I can be somebody of worth and I can be somebody of value, when all I've seen is examples of struggle, your belief system has to be strong in order to break through some of those things that you've seen. Those things have to be behind you. And how many of us, without knowing sometimes, we do it so naturally, you're like, oh my God, I sound like my mom. When you're talking to your children, sometimes you come out with words and you're like, oh my God, I sound like my mom. And sometimes it's a good thing. And sometimes you're like, oh, I didn't really want to turn into her like that. Who do I have to become in order to get the winning season that I know I'm expecting? What does my belief system have to look like in order for me to get to a place where I am walking into that belief system, into that calling, that blessing, that next level for me? Who do I have to how do I rebuild myself? How do I rebuild myself to a place where I believe without a shadow of a doubt? How do I believe? How do I get to a place where I begin to believe that no matter what people say, no matter what my bank account says, no matter what they say at work, no matter what family members tell me, no matter what the credit card says, statement, no matter what happens within my relationship, I believe that this winning season is coming. What is it that I have to do to work on my belief system? What do I have to put before me and what do I need to put behind me? What part of my character needs to die? Oh, is it impatience? What part of my character? Am I rude sometimes? This is so simple, but you wouldn't believe how just a smile and a good morning, good afternoon makes a whole difference. What about my character needs to die? What about the way that I behave needs to die, needs to be put to bed? What about some of the things of the past do I need to let go of? You know, so many people have not forgiven themselves, let alone forgiven other people. How many things do I need to just say, okay, it happened. Let me leave that in the past. I forgive me. I forgive me for staying in that relationship too long. I forgive me for running up that credit card when I shouldn't have run up that credit card. I forgive me for, a breakdown in a friendship. I forgive me for where I've been able to, not break free in that area. Here's the thing. I cannot beat myself up over the past, but I must make different decisions going forward. But I can't heal what I hide. So what is it that I need to leave behind me? I have to put before me who I want to become. Because I understand I have not yet reached my potential. Do you understand that you're nowhere near your potential right now? Even if you feel like you've hit the lid, there is still another level for you. There's still a next level for you. But when are you going to believe in yourself? When are you going to believe that actually playing small is not going to get me anywhere? It's not going to get me to the place where I want. In fact, playing small will get you somewhere. It will keep you mediocre. How many of you are fed up of living a mediocre life? How many of you are fed up of just same old, right? How many of you are fed up of being poor? How many of you are fed up of being so low that you can't make choices, the choices that you really want to make? How many of you can we have a real conversation today? Because if you want to have that winning season, before the winning season, there's some decisions that have to be made. Before the winning season, there's going to be some things that come up into your face that you're like, oh my God, I can't stand that. Before the winning season, you're going to have a parking ticket. Before the winning season, there may be a court case. Before the winning season, you may have an argument with a spouse. Before the winning season, you may see a decline somewhere. Before the winning season, you may get fired. Before the winning season, they may let you off. Before the winning season, you may have got into trouble in one area of your life. Before the winning season, there are going to be tests. There are going to be trials. There's going to be tribulations. Before the winning season, there may be a death in the family. Before the winning season, there may be certain things that you have to say, you know what? I have not yet reached my potential, and I understand that I must keep pressing forward. I challenge myself to raise the bar. I challenge myself to stop playing small. I challenge myself to stop playing around with a gift that God has called me to have. I challenge myself to stop living a life that I know is not where I should be. I challenge myself to wake up earlier. I challenge myself to start working out. I challenge myself to attend the gym for the membership that I'm paying for. I challenge myself to be consistent. Who do you need to become to be able to be ready for the next level that God has for you? Who do you need to become? What skill set do you need to learn? Maybe it's stewardship. I challenge myself to not be an impulse buyer, but to really plan and be strategic when it comes to my finances. I challenge myself to be a man or woman of my word. I challenge myself to pay my bills on time. I challenge myself to put myself in the right environments that even if they make me feel uncomfortable, I challenge myself to grow. My greatest days are still ahead of me. Can you say that out of your mouth with belief? I challenge myself to think positive. I challenge myself to speak life over myself. I challenge myself to speak life over other people. I challenge myself that if I don't have nothing nice to say, then I keep my mouth shut. I challenge myself to let go of anything that isn't serving me. I challenge myself to do the right thing. I challenge myself not to take shortcuts and cut corners. I challenge myself to do things that are legal and with integrity. I challenge myself. No matter how hard things get, I will stay on the right track. I will keep pressing forward because I know my winning season is ahead. Can you imagine if you got to the tree, you could see the money falling from the tree. All you have to do is grab your bag and walk over to the tree. You can see it. It's right there. And instead of grabbing the bag and walking towards it, you jump in your car and you leave the bag on the floor and you drive home because it started to rain. That's how so many people are when it comes to their winning season. I heard this story once and it was talking about digging for gold. And there was a gold mine. And some people didn't even believe there was gold. So they didn't even start digging. They didn't even pick up the shovel. And there were some that started digging, but they started to dig. But guess what happened? After a few hours, they kissed their teeth and they said, I'm not digging no more. I can't be bothered. And they stopped digging just before they broke through. And the few that was left continued to dig. And there are some people right now that are diggers. They're builders. They're going to keep digging, and they're not going to stop until they find that gold. And you get to decide what type of person you are, whether you're going to be the shortcut king, the shortcut queen, whether you're going to be the person that stops digging midway, whether you're going to be the person that never ever goes. Do you know there's some people? I met a lady a couple of months ago, one of my neighbors. She's in her 90s, doesn't even have a passport. You know what that means? She's never gone anywhere in the world. She hasn't even been to the town that most of us know, London town. She's not even left the place where she was born. Never explored life. Said the biggest regret, not traveling, not exploring life. Being in the comfort zone, staying in the same place. Can you imagine never traveling, never going anywhere, never being able to physically say that you've lived a life of experience because of the fear of leaving comfort zone? Do not be in your comfort zone that much that you block your winning season. Your winning season may not be in your own city. It may not be in your own town. It may not be around the people that you know. Your winning season may be in a completely different vicinity of where it is that you think it should be. What are you going to leave behind you? Skepticism. What are you going to leave behind you? Laziness. What are you going to leave behind you? Negative self-talk. How many of us talk so negative about ourselves? We've got to leave that behind us and understand that we're blessed and highly favored, that we are called for greatness, that we are part of a royal priesthood. We have an inheritance that is so big. But very few claim it because they stop digging. Very few claim it because they don't go where they're supposed to go. Very few claim it because they don't believe. They don't believe. But Nikki, I've been hurt in the past. Nikki, I trusted before and it didn't work out well for me. Nikki, you know, I'm not too sure how to really believe because my past experience. Let me tell you this. The most successful people in the world, let me tell you, the most successful people in the world, you know what they do? They focus on future. If you are living your life based on the past, you're already lost. If you live your life based on the past, let me tell you, it doesn't even think of it as bad. If you live your life on all the successes you've had in the past, you know what you tell yourself? I've done it before, so maybe I've made it. Maybe I've made it. Sometimes the success can get to our head. We've been successful, so we don't need to do too much. Or the failures of the past. Oh, it didn't work for me before, so I'm not going to go again. I've had people break my trust before, so I'm not going to trust again. Can you live and focus on the future? Focus on the person you are becoming. Focus on the person who you will be in that future winning season. What does she look like? What does he dress like? What does he sound like? What's the attributes of the person of your future? Are you someone that's on time? Are you somebody that dresses well where people look at you and they already like, wow, I want to be around this person? Do you have a good energy? Are you somebody that's smiling? Are you somebody that is excitable? Are you someone that gives value? That when people talk to you, they feel better after they've spoken to you, not worse. What's the type of person of your future? Who do you want to become? What type of clothes do you wear? What type of places do you go to? The winning season version of you. Does she or he talk the same way that you talk? Or is there a different posture? Is there a different character that you become in that future you? Who is it that you're going to become? And you know, the only thing that keeps people from becoming who it is that they're called to be is whether or not they're willing to pay the price. Are you willing to pay the price of what it takes for your winning season? What's the price? Do you think when Abraham left everything, he left his house, he left his, everything that he knew, his comfort zone, his familiarity, that wasn't easy. That was painful. Winning is painful. Your winning, leading up to your winning season is going to be painful. There will be pain along the way, but will pain stop you or will it propel you? How do you react to pain? Now, let me tell you one thing that pain can do. Pain can make you do tit for tat. Pain can make you want to get revenge. Vengeance is not yours. How about you use the pain to fuel you? Do you know that every pain point, if you can find a solution for that pain point, people will pay you to help them overcome that pain point? That might be so high level for some of you. If you have overcome divorce, a painful divorce, do you know there were some people that will pay you to give you the blueprint of how to overcome a painful divorce? If you have been to prison and you have come out alive from prison, do you know there's some people that would love to be coached on how do you survive after prison? How does one get back up after being locked up? How does one get back into community and society after one has been locked up? If you have survived a situation, it means that there's people out there that could potentially, you see, if you know how to package the pain. Oh, how do you package your pain? You see, some people, their pain, they go on the attack. Because my baby father left me, boom, I'm going to now attack everybody. I don't want no this. I don't want to deal with that. I don't deal with men, hate men, da, 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 da. Because I was locked up, now I'm going to be angry at the world. Because I had failed trust or somebody cheated or stolen on me. Someone stole my money. So guess what? Now I'm going to, if you can really package your pain, do you know the most successful people have learned to package their pain? How do you package the pain? Listen to me good. If you've gone through a hard season, if you've gone through some tough times, you don't go through the hard season to then have it easy. That's not how it works. You go through a hard season so you can handle a harder season. Now, this may be a harsh reality because some of you are like, well, Nikki, why? What is life just hard? Before it gets better, it's going to get hard. Listen, everything has a negative attached, just like a battery. Every positive has a negative. More money means more taxes. You better be able to file your taxes and pay. Right? Going from single to married, what does that mean? Now you have to think about how somebody else feels and not just yourself. There is pain in every positive. And the higher level you go is the more pain you're going to expose yourself to. So do you want the winning season or not? You're going to have to go through pain. You're going to have to rebuild. You're going to have to continue to strengthen that muscle. That muscle of resilience, the muscle of strength, the muscle of positive self-talk, the muscle of believing that everything works together for your good. Can you look at things like that? Can you look at a situation and say, okay, God, this is happening for my good. Something in this is going to come out good for this. Everything happens for my good. I don't know why I'm going through this right now. I don't know why you made these people fire me. I don't know why these people have done this. I don't know why they got made redundant. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why the finances look like that. But I know everything is going to work out for my good because I believe. You see, believe. It works out for your good for those that what? Believe. Do you believe that there's a purpose over your life? Do you believe? Listen to me. I once heard this, right? I once heard this, and I have to tell you this. From a Christian point of view, a lot of people believe that a virgin had a baby. Put yes or yes in the chat. You believe a virgin had a baby. In fact, some of us who are believers would die with that belief. Some of us will say, listen, yes, a baby was born from a virgin. You believe that with your hearts of hearts, but you won't believe that God can give you 10,000 a month. You believe that baby was born from a virgin, but you don't believe that the same power where a baby was born from a virgin can mean that you earn 10,000 a month. You don't believe that the same baby that was born from a virgin, the same power that you can find a husband tomorrow. The same power means you can find a job tomorrow. The same power that says that someone's going to hire you for your services. You don't believe that, but you believe a virgin had a baby. Someone better wake up their belief system. You better wake up your belief system and understand that your doubt is what's stopping your breakthrough. Because if you believe, you would move. When you believe, you get up and move. You get up and dig. You go to what it is that you grow to. You don't go to it, you grow to it. Take the course. Buy the book. Apply for whatever it is you need to apply for, the mentorship. Apply for the scholarship. Well, I don't know what it is. You've been saying you want to study higher. You've been saying you want to get a qualification in this and that, but you don't really believe because you ain't enrolled. Oh, but Nikki, I don't have the money. I don't want to really apply for something. And I don't have the money. Oh, your belief system is telling you. You see the same power where a virgin had a baby. You don't think the same power can miraculously give you the money to pay for the course? You don't think that the same power? Come on now, somebody. What are you speaking? Let me help you to start to shift your belief system. It starts with the words that you are saying out your mouth, the words that you are reading, the words that you are hearing. It starts with the words. What are the words that you're telling yourself every month? Listen, I'm so happy and grateful now. Look, you can see, right? It's even ripped at the bottom. I got this everywhere in my house. I'm so happy and grateful now that I, Nikki Sutherland, have helped 25 individuals earn at least 10,000 a month. I've got that written there. I've got it. Can you see? I've helped at least 25 people earn at least 10,000 a month. This is not going to change. It is done. It is done. I've written it down. I'm saying it every day. I see it, and I'm taking the action to be able to make sure that happens. Right? What are you writing down every day? What are you speaking out your mouth every day? What are you saying to yourself every day? There's always affirmations again. It's not just affirmations. You're training your belief system. Because guess what? You can train your belief system something else. You can train your belief system that you're frustrated in traffic. You can train your belief system that you don't have enough money to get to where you need to go. You can train your belief system to say, oh my God, life is over, like this is negative. Or you can choose to train your belief system to believe bigger, to believe into your future, to believe that something is coming for you. Which one do you want? Do you know believing is a choice? Ladies and gentlemen, believing, when you're believing, is something that you're not seeing. So you can choose to believe faith or you can believe fear. Either way, they're both things that you can't physically see at this moment in time. Which one do you believe in? Oh, Nikki, oh, it's all going to go wrong. It hasn't gone wrong yet, though. You can believe that. Or Nikki, it's all going to go right. Well, they're both technically not happened yet. Which one do you want to believe in? Which one do you want? I heard the saying, feel the fear, do it anyway. Doesn't mean that you'll not have a sense of doubt. And you know, doubt isn't wrong. If you doubt, okay, it means, listen, I know it's going to happen. I just don't know how. I don't know how it's going to happen. But if you can have faith without the doubt, oh my God, you're gone. When you have faith to the point where people ask me all the time, Nikki, how are you so consistent? How do you get up all the time? How are you so consistent with what you do? Because I understand that my purpose is not about me. I understand, I believe from the depths of my heart that God has put me on this planet to help other people. And so if I stay in my bed, if I don't show up, somebody's life depends on it. I solely believe that. So if I take myself out of this equation and say, listen, I have to show up consistently because I believe that God is using me for a reason, there's no way, unless I'm, listen, unable to talk, walk, I'm not going to show up. Can you say that about your vision? Can you say that about what you're doing? I don't care what happens. There could be thunder outside, lightning. I don't care if the world doesn't believe. I am going to believe in what God has said over my life because I understand I have purpose. That's the type of belief that you want. When you know your winning season is coming, you have nothing to fear. You're in the car. Your belief system is like the sat-nav. You're typing in the sat-nav where you're going. It doesn't matter if there's a car accident to the left. It doesn't matter if there's temporary traffic lights. It doesn't matter if you get stopped by the police 5 times. On the way, you still know where you're going. You have no fear. Even if I get there a few hours late, I know I'm still going to get there. I have an unwavering belief system that tells me no matter the obstacles on the way, I'm getting there. I'm going to get there. Why would I fear? Why would I fear about getting there when I know no matter what I'm getting there? Because I trust a force that is bigger than me, a heavenly Father that says, I will never leave you nor forsake you, that everything works together for my good. So no matter what's happening, why would I fear when I know that, listen, the confirmation is just around the corner, why this has had to happen this route? Have you ever gone that route and something happened and it looked like a delay, but it was actually a setup for something else? But if you followed your mind, you know, before I bought this house, there was another house. And we put in the offer for the other house. I loved that other house. I was like, yes, this is the house. Got the legal team sorting out, got all the money ready. And just before we were about to exchange, the people changed their mind. The guy said, look, my children, they're all grown-ups, but they said this is their family home. They don't want us to sell, you know, even though my wife passed away, but they said this is the last thing that reminds them of the wife, their mom, which is my wife. And so I'm pulling the house off the market. We're not selling. I was down for a bit because I really loved that house. But then I was reminded that everything works together for my good. And when he takes something away, this is for someone, he replaces it with more. Always. You're never going to get back less. I put a post on my Instagram just today, this morning. I said, he took away a boyfriend, he replaced it with a husband. He took away a job, he replaced it with a multi-7-figure business. Businesses. Right? He took away friends and now I have a whole rebuild community. Somebody tell me something. When he takes away, he always replaces it with more. So why would you fear? And when the agent called to say, look, we're so sorry, I said, no, it's fine. I know that something greater is coming. And you know what happened? I get the phone call to go to a property down the road from here, and I hated that property. Myself and my husband were like, yo, I don't like that property. We don't like it. So we were driving home, and a property that we saw online that we didn't like the pictures. It looked brown. It didn't look right. We just dismissed it because of the pictures, what it looked like. We were driving past. We're like, hold up now. That did not look like the house, the pictures. This does not look like the pictures. It's actually bigger than the pictures. Oh my God, this is the house. Straight away, we called the agent. We want to see this house. We walked in. The two of us could not even, our mouths were open. Not only did we, it was, listen, it was cheaper. It was bigger. It was more space. Right now, you're going to drive, no income claims, and definitely not boasting here, but my drive can fit 10 to 15 people on there. The last one, you can only have 2 people. What are we talking about? What are we saying? The one house before had 4 bedrooms, this one has 6. The square footage, everything bigger. When God takes something away, and guess what? The location was right next to the school that we want the kids to be in. Hello, somebody. When God takes something away, it is not for you to be like, oh my God, I've lost something. It's just redirection for something greater. If they had to leave your life, trust me, it's for something greater. Some of you are worried about family members. Some of you are worried about ex-partners. Listen, if God says no, if he closes a door, no man can open that door. And if he opens a door, no man can shut that door. And you better claim it. You better understand that doors are about to open for you. You better understand that God is sending the right people in your life, the right opportunities in your life, the right investments in your life. It's coming to you, but do you actually understand? Do you believe, and are you ready to receive it when it comes? What are the words that you're speaking when you see setbacks? Potential obstacles. What words do you say out of your mouth? Is it woe is me? Oh my God, see, everything always doesn't work out for me. Do you start going into a pity party, or do you say all is well? I know greater is coming. All is well. I know that I need to just research something else. I know that maybe God is redirecting me over here. All is well. It is well. It is well, because I know something bigger and better is coming. Oh yeah, you don't think they appreciate you. Trust me. There's just a little book that I read that says your enemies become your footstool. Has anybody ever read that part where sometimes the same people that were tearing you down have to humble themselves and come back and beg your forgiveness and come back to you and apologize and ask you to, and all of a sudden now you praying for the same people that wanted to slay you, praying for the same people that wanted to take you out. Listen, love them. God is going to reveal certain things in your life. And I'm going to tell you right now that your name is clear. I'm going to tell you right now. You weren't imagining it. Your name is clear. Your name is clear. And you don't even have to defend it, because vengeance isn't yours. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't even have to say a word. Watch how God moves. I remember I was going for a court case a couple of years ago, and I rang my mentor and I said, mentor, this judge hates me. Mentor, this judge is not listening. Mentor, and my mentor said, listen, stop talking about the judge. Do you know God is the judge? Do you know the same God that created you also created the judge? Do you understand that God has the final say in everything? And you know, worrying about the judge, not knowing God is the judge. Straight away, I was like, over to you, Lord. Any outcome is yours, God. I accept. Can you get to a place where you say any outcome? If you want me over there, I'm gonna be over there. If you want me over there, I'll be over there. If you want me over there, I'll be over there. Can you be in a place where you trust the process, where you trust the outcome, because everything works for your good, because you believe that you don't allow your mood to change when things don't go your way. You don't start typing negativity, speaking negativity. You know the person who you can talk to negative. You know, I don't have people call me negative. Like, when people want to talk negative, they don't call me, because they know I'm not going to entertain it. Some of you need to stop entertaining negativity. Some of you need to just be like, yeah, really? Hold on, hold that thought. I'm going to call you back. Oh yeah, you don't realize that you have to protect your belief system. You don't realize that, my sister called me today and she was about to tell me something that somebody said. And I said, listen, girl, I don't want to know what anybody said, because that's going to destroy my mood. So before you even go there, hold it. I don't want to know what they said. Because there's a lot of things people can say about me, but there's some things they definitely can't say about me. And some of you are going to catch that on the way home. Who cares? Who are these people? Are they paying your bills? Are they looking after your kids? And sometimes you have to be like, I don't care what people say. Can you get to a place where you don't have to justify yourself? I don't even need to say, oh no, it went like this. I don't have to justify myself, because I'm confident in who I am. And I know that God is my judge. I know my heart is clean. I know that I don't do things to mash people down or tear people down. I just lift people up. If you know you're a good person, you know your heart is clean, you don't have to justify yourself. Some of you say sorry too much. You got to leave that behind you. Sorry for everything. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm this. Sorry I'm that. Stop saying sorry. Stop saying sorry every day. Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. Stop saying sorry. You late? Thank you for being patient with me. I don't say sorry. Unless I feel like I've genuinely done something wrong, I will say sorry. But I'm not going to say sorry for something that's out of my control. You keep saying sorry every day. Some of you are serial apologizers because it makes you feel good. You ain't saying sorry for the person. You're saying it because it makes you feel good. Leave that behind you. Sorry, sorry, sorry every minute. Come on now, we're building bosses. We're not building followers. We're not building people that are just going to be same old, same old. We're building people that's ready for their new season. Be ready for your new season. Get ready for it. It's coming, but you've got to work on your belief system. Believe that it's coming. How do I believe? Write it down. Speak it out your mouth. Put your pictures up so all you see is your future. Take yourself away from having conversations of the past and negativity. Take yourself away from some people that are talking negative and keeping you down. Put yourself in an environment where people are going to speak life over you, get you to do the right thing. And most importantly, take action. Be the person that does what you say you're going to do. Be the person with integrity. Take action for yourself. It's not about anybody else. Make promises to yourself and keep them. Promise yourself you're not going to get in that situation again. Why? Because I've evaluated it and I realized where I lowered my standards. I'm not getting back into that situation again. Promise yourself that there's certain things you're not going to do anymore. Promise yourself that there's certain places you're not going to go anymore. Promise yourself that you're going to start committing to yourself to live the best for yourself. Promise yourself you're going to start dressing up for yourself. Some of you don't even respect yourself. You're dressing in them old, house clothes every minute. You don't want to get your hair done. You don't want to look nice for yourself. Promise yourself you're going to put your best self forward so you can feel the part. You can feel yourself becoming who it is that is your future self. Look after yourself. The other day I went to the dentist. It was so crazy. I was like, when was the last time I went to the dentist? Some of you need to go and just get yourself in a place where you start to look after yourself. Self-care. Because if you don't care about yourself, guess what? Ain't nobody going to care about you. People only treat you as you treat yourself. Buy yourself something once a month. Treat yourself. Educate yourself. Some people are so mean to themselves. You will give to other people, but you won't pay to educate yourself. Some people say they won't even pay 20 to get into an event that's going to help their mind. You have to get to a place where you start working on your belief system more than the environment and the world works on your doubts. You have to, this is a battle, it's a fight, it's a war, and it's a war for your purpose. It's a war for your mission, and you have to be ready for this war. The winning season isn't easy. The winning season is going to take rebuilding with, people that can build with you. How do you want people to have bricks with you and not be tearing the bricks down when you're building them up? Surround yourself with community. Surround yourself with positive people. Not shy, being at the back, scared of what people think. Open your mouth and have an opinion. Open your mouth and make decisions. Open your mouth. Doesn't matter if you disagree with people. Have your own say. Think for yourself. Don't just be an agreement person where you agree with everything everybody says. If you disagree, open your mouth and say you disagree. If you don't like something, open your mouth and say you don't like it. Don't sit there being a yes man. We're here because we know that we've been called for greatness. We know that our winning season is coming, but we have to claim it now. This is a fight, guys. This is a fight. And we have to say to ourselves, no going back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. I'm excited for the winning seasons that's about to be, unlocked, unleashed. I'm excited for each and every one of you because I know the God that I serve. I know that your belief system is something that you can control by the music you listen to, by the things that you watch, by the sounds that you hear, by the pictures that you're seeing. Control your senses. Your senses are going to determine your mood. TEAR, T-E-A-R. Your thoughts impact your emotions, affect your actions, which ultimately give you the results. And so you got to make sure you work on your thoughts by the images that you see, the words that you hear, the music that you hear. And you constantly work on that every single day. And then you're going to take action on those thoughts. So rewrite your goals tonight. Rewrite that one thing that you want to achieve in the next 90 days. What is the thing that you want to achieve? Maybe it's to enroll in a course. Maybe it's to make more money. Maybe it's to launch a program. Maybe it is to get a skill set. I don't know, but rewrite that one thing that you're going to write every day for the next 90 days. Rewrite that and say it to yourself every day. I'm also going to give you an audio on belief that literally helped to transform my life. I'm going to share that inside the community. If you're watching this on the replay and you want the audio, please send me a message. I'll get that audio to you. Absolutely powerful audio on the belief system. Listen to this every day for the next 90 days. Work on your belief system. I promise you, watch God show up for you in this 90 days. Watch ideas start dropping in your spirit. Watch you start launching. Watch you start being more consistent when you start to work on that belief system. The right people are going to come in your life. You start seeing money coming into your account. You start seeing opportunities coming your way. You may even get job offers. You may even get people that want to contract for you, contract you to do some work. You may get that husband just roll up, that wife roll up. I'm telling you now, the next 90 days is going to be a rebuild for some of you listening to this. For those of you that believe, all things are possible for those of you that believe. All things, not some things, all things. It means all that you could imagine, all that you could ever imagine is possible for those that believe. Do you believe? That's the question. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor and a privilege. Please comment on the YouTube. Watch this over and over again and help yourself to really start believing, to make sure that you're going to be, someone's going to write a book. I feel that. I feel that someone's going to write a book from the next 90 days. We're going to hear books are launched. We're going to hear businesses are launched. We're going to hear skill sets are thriving. We're going to hear more money in accounts. We're going to hear some big things happen in the next 90 days. Come back and testify. Let us know that your believing unlocked a whole new door for you.